Today on OC News, we have the latest on President Biden's student loan forgiveness initiative,
Mudslides in Malibu, resulting in commute issues for many as all roads on Pacific Coast Highway are closed,
and the Mega Millions jackpot reaching new heights after no winners in the latest drawing.
We have all that and more on OC News.
This just in tech news. First responder on police.
There's been a lot of collaborative efforts.
I feel blessed to be here in Fullerton.
Brought to you by the broadcast journalism students
at Cal State Fullerton. OC News starts right now.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to OC News. I'm Cynthia Saavedra.
And I'm Skylar Scott. Thanks for tuning in.
We begin today with U.S. President Joe Biden's visit to California this week. President Biden arrived in Los Angeles on Tuesday with greetings from Mayor Karen Bass. The president spoke at a fundraiser with Israeli-American investor Chaim Sabin in Beverly Hills on Tuesday. Biden also spoke about student loan forgiveness in Culver City on Wednesday. The White House says Biden plans to stay in California until Thursday after visiting San Francisco.
Staying with President Joe Biden, the White House announced its plans to forgive $1.2 billion in student debt for more than 150,000 students. Students who are enrolled in the Saving on a Valuable Education Plan will join a group of almost 4 million borrowers who have seen over $138 billion in student debt forgiven. The Biden administration will cancel the debt of over 150 million borrowers in this new plan. Starting today, students will receive an email letting them know that the rest of their loans will be canceled.
Members of California Faculty Association voted to ratify last month's tentative agreement for a fairer contract. Our reporter Isaiah Malahari has the details.
Thank you, Cynthia. Right here in front of Langsdorff Hall just a month ago, members of the CFA went on what was supposed to be a week-long strike, which led to a tentative agreement reached within hours. Just 2 days ago, according to the union's third-party administrator, 76% of the union that voted approved the agreement. The union had thousands of its members cast their vote in an effort to approve the tentative agreement, which includes 2 general salary increases of a 10% raise for all faculty, and addresses other needs that the union fought for, including increasing parental paid leave and acknowledging the need for more student counselors.
It really is a transformational agreement. It addresses our anti-racism, social justice issues. It's something that's agreement for everybody, and clearly the vast majority of our voting members agree.
One professor who voted expressed his opinion on the agreement.
I've always been a supporter of the union, the CFA. I've worked for it in the past, so I understand some of what they have to go through to reach an agreement. I trust the leadership, so if they're happy with it, I'm happy with it.
Some students voiced their thoughts on its impact.
I think maybe our education would be a little more valuable, like teachers would want to come to their job more, like if they're feeling like their work is like paid for.
Yeah, I think striking longer would have sent a bigger message, and not that it would have been resolved in a very minimal amount of time.
Despite members of CFA approving it, the CSU Board of Trustees have to approve the agreement in order for it to take effect. And the next time they meet is not until mid-March. I'm Isaiah Malari reporting from Fullerton for OC News.
After the break, we will update you on mudslides in Malibu causing severe damages and the heavy rain returning to Orange County.
Stay tuned for more on OC News.
Thanks for sliding in. Welcome back. 2 days of rain caused major mudslides over the iconic California highway. Mudslides in Malibu forced the closure of the Pacific Coast Highway early this morning. The closure was due to safety reasons caused by mud, rockfall, and debris spread over multiple lanes. 3/4 of a mile was closed off in both directions. Pepperdine's Malibu campus also canceled in-person classes due to road closures. The LA Fire Department warns the roads could be closed for several days, and officials warn drivers to avoid the area.
OC weather anchor Roberto Ortega joins us now to talk about what the weather will look like this week. Roberto, is the rain finally going to be leaving?
Hello, happy Wednesday. Yes, the rain will stop, but it will take a little glimpse in next week's weather. You don't need to turn that smile upside down. There's a lot more days to look forward for. Let's take a look at today's current temps. Now, as of right now, it is a chilly 63 degrees outside with an expected drop to 53 degrees later on. There's expected 7 miles per hour wind, so don't forget to put on a comfy jacket before stepping outside. If you just showered and you dare to go outside, don't you do it with your hair wet, or else you're gonna get sick. And you're gonna listen because your favorite weatherman, Roberto Ortega, told you to do so. I'm just kidding. But there's a 71% humidity outside, even though it doesn't feel like it. But all those early risers who saw the gloomy sky this morning, the sunrise was at 6:31 a.m. And for all those who prioritize a shut-eye, the sunset will be at 5:41 p.m. Now, to elaborate more on the question by Cynthia, let's take a look at this week's 5-day forecast. Now, looking at this forecast, Thursday will be bright and sunny with a cold temperature of 67 degrees during the day and expected 53 degrees at dusk. Friday will be somewhat cloudy with the sun making a peak with a respectable 75 degrees, claiming it the warmest day of the week, and making a dramatic dip to 49 degrees later on the night. Saturday will be cloudy with no sun to be found. It will be 73 degrees and will make it down to 52 degrees. Sunday will be similar to Saturday with a 67 degrees and a 50 degrees drop. Lastly, the rain will return on Monday with a 35% chance. And to make things worse, it's considered the coldest day of this week's forecast with expected 65 degrees and a freezing 49 degrees later on. Due to the severe rainstorms these past weeks, approximately 37 million Californians are experiencing flooding, mudslides, and rockfall. Cities like San Francisco, Monterey, Santa Barbara, Los Angeles, San Diego, and Malibu are hit with these dangerous conditions. Don't forget to be aware of your surroundings and be safe while you're driving to your destination. And of course, just a friendly reminder, just because Valentine's Day was last week, don't forget to keep showing the love and spreading positivity. Say I love you to your parents, siblings, friends, people you love, cherish them, hug them, and of course, you are loved. Keep your best foot forward, keep striving, and of course, thank you for tuning in on today's weather report. Bye, Roberto Ortega here in OC News. Now back out to you guys.
Aw, thanks. We will definitely be spreading the love. But these past few days have been raining, and it has affected students. Our reporter, Cindy Salmarone, has the details.
This week brought more rain to California, and today we talked to students about how the rain has impacted them.
I haven't been able to skateboard, which I love doing because of the rain. So that's been a bummer, but some of my classes turned to Zoom for a little bit, and the teacher was like, you don't need to come because the weather conditions when you're driving. But other than those Zoom classes, which was 2 of them, the classes have been just kept going.
Yeah, I hydroplaned 3 times earlier this week, and then I saw a lot of crashes, but that's just about it.
It has. I live in South Orange County, so it's raining up there, and then it's not raining over here, so it's a little weird, but it definitely has.
Titans, as we can see, the rain has stopped, but more rain is expected next week, so make sure to stay safe and dry. For OC News, I'm Cindy Salmerón.
Thank you, Cindy. The rain really was bad today. I even dropped my jacket in a puddle on my way to class.
No way, that's awful. On a lighter note, stay tuned to hear more about an 8-year-old prodigy and our reporter, Amy Arellano, with the latest on sports.
You'll be the first, mija.
I got in. Dad, I got in!
You should know this one. Who knows it?
So how's it going in school?
Finish those before you go.
Management function that seeks to develop mutually beneficial relationships with all of our audience.
Hey, do you know what this word means? Empowerment? Authority or power given to someone to do something. E M P O W E R M E N T. T. Empowerment.
Welcome back. An 8-year-old has just set a record in the chess world. Ashwit Kaushik from Singapore became the youngest player to defeat a grandmaster in a classic tournament in Switzerland. At just 8 years old, this prodigy managed to defeat 37-year-old Jacek Stapa from Poland. He has already won a number of tournaments around the world. The World Under-8 Rapid Champion in 2022.
Wow, some would even argue that chess should be considered a sport. For more on what's going on in this sports world, here's Amy Arellano.
Hello everyone, I'm Amy Arellano and I'm here to share some news in the sports world. From fan and player complaints to new sports app and some NHL highlights. Let's get started. Major League Baseball players will be wearing new jerseys this season, leaving many fans and players upset. All the jerseys were designed by Nike and manufactured by Fanatics. The lettering looks smaller and the fabric is thinner and flimsy. The look of it is like a knockoff jersey from TJ Maxx, a Baltimore Orioles player said, while others like Jason Hayward of the Los Angeles Dodgers and Rob Manfred, MLB commissioner, are defending the new uniforms, saying they're better to play in and more breathable. I think after people wear them a little bit, they're going to be really popular, Manfred says. Not only are the jerseys thin, so are the pants. Many teams have started posting their media day pictures, and fans are noticing the changes. Speaking of fans noticing changes, Apple users may be able to download a new sports app. Apple just released a free iPhone app for tracking sports. This app is called Apple Sports, bringing scores from all the major teams and leagues. Apple Sports is designed to have scores ready for you in live time. Apple says it will support leagues from MLB, MLS, NBA, NCAA, NHL, La Liga, and so much more. Will you be downloading Apple Sports? While I may not be Apple Sports, I am Amy, bringing you some highlights from the NHL. The Los Angeles Kings played at home with a victory 5-1 over the Columbus Blue Jackets. Quinton Byfield was the talk of the game with his highlight goal in the first period, bringing the momentum in the needed to continue their winning streak to 4. Our very own Anaheim Ducks just played the Buffalo Sabres, winning 4-3. This brings them to 20 wins and the 14th in the Western Conference. This was one of their goals for coach Greg Connon. John Gibson makes a total of 34 saves. His teammates called him the backbone of the team and how outrageous his saves were this game. That's all from me with sports. I'm Amy Arellano. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Amy. Now, who wouldn't want to be a millionaire? The Mega Millions jackpot has officially crossed the halfway point to $1 billion. Mega Millions jackpot hits $525 million after no one won the grand prize on Tuesday night. These numbers make the jackpot the 12th biggest in the history of the game and the 5th largest jackpot in the last 5 years. The next chance for lottery players to win is on Friday, February 23rd, only 2 days away. If the winner chooses the cash option, they take home $247.1 million.
Wow, that's over $500 million. What would I do with that kind of money? I mean, I have some ideas for sure.
Well, after taxes, it's only about half of that. Still pretty life-changing money, though. I could buy myself a new jacket.
Very true. A very nice jacket. Anyways, thanks for tuning in to this evening, our first newscast, and many more to come. I'm Cynthia Saavedra.
And I'm Skylar Scott. Thanks for watching OC News, brought to you by the journalism students at Cal State Fullerton.